A massive day in Serie A. We've got two incredible matches on tap. Roma versus Bologna is the first one. And then we've got the Milan Derby. AC Milan taking on Inter at 2:45 p.m. Eastern on Paramount+. Our coverage kicks off at 12 p.m. Eastern. Ooh, these are fire. All right, guys. So with a win today, Inter Milan could potentially clinch the scudetto against AC Milan in a Milan derby. You couldn't script this better for Inter, Charlie. The question is, can they do it? Will the moment be too big? Is it too perfect?
I don't know. I think this Inter side is incredible. And this will be Inzaghi's first league title. I mean, to think that Inter Milan could win their 20th title, which would give them 2 stars on their badge, against Milan in the San Siro is just remarkable.
How much more motivation?
Oh my! Look how good this Inter side are. I mean, think about how well put together they are. The signings have been on point. I look at Marcus Thuram. What a compliment he was in terms of, you look at his skill set. How would he make Lautaro Martinez better, and vice versa? And they complement each other so well because he makes great runs. He opens up space. He's got pace. He can hold the ball. Good first touch, awareness. And then you look at their wide play in the 3-5-2. Both sides. I mean, DiMarco is incredible. I think he's one of the most undervalued players in world football. He is phenomenal.
Call him Di Marquinhos, and he's worth 150 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then in the midfield, they're just set up to play box to box. The great distribution. We had Çalhanoğlu on the show, and what a talker he is.
clearly not open to come into Major League Soccer.
Suze, to answer your question, I don't see how they lose.
A draw is not good enough.
A draw is not good enough. Yes, they have to win.
And for Milan,
how they don't win,
and
because
for
Milan have not been.
And this is technically a home match for
Hold
Milan.
up, Milan as of late. Milan going into that Roma.
Was that a
Milan going into they're winless in 3. They're winless in 3 with a Roma Europa League on either side. Before that, they were the hottest team in Italy.
I'm talking now.
Right. Roma went e-break full stop, and they have to find their footing again. But not to say that Milan doesn't have it in them to put up an impressive performance. And talk about motivation on the other side. A scudetto has never been clinched on a Derby della Madonnina. This is like avoid at all costs. Like you can get, like, knowing how intense this is between the players at any cost, all costs, everything.
So
it's like it could get nasty.
Europa League against Roma to get into a semifinal is not going to give you that energy to do whatever it takes to get into a semifinal in Europe?
No,
to win, to
clearly
hoist a trophy? If you can't do that and you get absolutely bossed over 2 legs, you're telling me all of a sudden they're going to go, we're ready now to be the best side in Serie A.
Yeah,
no.
But can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
You're going to need to be the best side in Serie A to stop this team.
Right.
They are steamrolling ahead. I don't care if they're home or not. This is also their stadium.
A derby often doesn't take into consideration your form going in there. It can, mind you, it's way too late in the season to send you in an opposite trajectory, but Milan is going to do everything it takes to stop the scudetto from happening today.
Is that going to be enough, though? And look, I'm kind of with you in a way, because I don't think Pioli wants to go out of being the guy who let Inter win in a derby. But do you think that's still enough to stop this team?
I don't know. If I had to place money, I would probably place it on Inter. If I had to choose one and not choose a draw, I would. Right. But
what are you? Me in the betting segment?
Right. But I don't think. I feel like we're underselling Milan. Milan up until a week and a half ago
Did we not just
was
watch
good.
them play 2
terrible
games?
Yes, it was
Nico,
terrible.
what are you on right now?
Roma are probably one of the best teams in Italy right now. I would put them behind Inter. In form?
So they could.
Leverkusen?
In Italy. Milan.
You said in Europe.
Pulisic. No. Did I? Okay, whatever. Pulisic was Pulisic was doing amazing. He was on fire, scoring goals. Milan had tempo to them. Leao was good. Roma stopped all of that. But that's not to say that in a derby you can come back and back on the horse. It's the perfect time to do it.
So the team that you just said is better than Roma, you think is going to falter?
The team that I said is better than Roma.
Inter.
Inter.
You think they're
You're saying
falter?
Milan's going to turn on against a side that's better than.
I really want them to turn it on and
we
give
can
us
see
and
that,
give,
but
and
do
give
you
us a
think it'll
game.
happen?
I would be extremely disappointed. They should.
Okay.
They should, because that's in their DNA. It respects the badge. It respects the club history, and because there have been times, especially very recently this semester, that they've been cooking. They've been looking good. Bring it back.
Derby della Madonnina, 2:45 p.m. Eastern
Watch them
on
win
Paramount
2-0.
Plus.